Minister, China did gain-of-function research in Wuhan on COVID, and we had a COVID outbreak. Then China did gain-of-function research on bird flu, and now we have a bird flu outbreak, so I'm told. Minister, will your government ban Australian involvement in gain-of-function research?
Well, I think Professor Kelly has stated the Australian government position in relation to reviews that are underway. I don't know if there's more that you can add to that.
I've just thanks for the question, Senator. I've just asked, suggested that it be directed to the CEO of the NHMRC, who's undertaken some of these processes previously, and we've had a recent discussion about what else we might need to think about.
Thank you. What's your name?
So I'm Professor Steve Westling. I'm the CEO of the NHMRC. I've lost my name tag. I apologise for that. Good. So gain-of-function research is an important component of genomic research across the board and leads to the development of a whole lot of things like drugs and vaccines, etc. I think the issue that you're talking about is the gain-of-function research on pandemic potential pathogens. And obviously that does need to be closely regulated, and Australia has a very strong regulatory environment to do that, particularly through the OGTR and through biosafety committees across the country, and obviously the facilities we have, which are PC3 and PC4 facilities. Excuse me.
Protection, security?
Sorry?
That's a level of standard?
Yes.
Security?
So PC3 is... So PC2 is a sort of standard laboratory, PC3 is additional security, and PC4 is very, very high security.
2 and 3?
No, we have all of the work done on gain of function is in PC3 and PC4 on pandemic potential pathogens. So we have, I think, a really strong regulatory environment to control gain of function research in Australia. But as Paul said, we've had some additional conversations between the Chief Medical Officer, the OGTR and the NHMRC in terms of whether there are additional assurances that we should apply to the very small number of gain-of-function activities that occur with these pandemic potential pathogens. And we're certainly looking at that to see, looking at the risk-benefit and the public benefit of those aspects.
Has research stopped while you're doing that review?
No. So we did a very big review of gain-of-function activities that has been reported to this committee previously. There were 17 projects that were being conducted. Only 4 were being conducted with pandemic potential pathogens, and they were all conducted under the controls of the OGTR in PC3 and PC4 facilities. None were being done on COVID. And we were continuing to use the current regulatory processes in regard to that.
Okay, thank you. What is the status of gain-of-function research in the United States? I understand it was outlawed.
Senator,
under
I think
Obama?
I'm not really able to talk about what may or may not be the regulations in a foreign country.
Do you do much benchmarking with other countries?
I can comment on that. The United States gain-of-function research still continues in the United States. We have been watching with interest recent developments in the United States, and they have developed a system similar to the one that I was saying we're currently discussing with the Chief Health Officer, where gain-of-function research can continue, but increased assurances in terms of the risk-benefit and the public benefit of those activities are conducted through the US agencies. And we're looking at that carefully, and that's the basis for our discussions and our ongoing discussions with the OGTR and with the Chief Health Officer, Chief Medical Officer.
Okay, thank you.